So it's a definition. So data communication is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium, such as a wire or cable. So the definition for data communication is that it is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium. So transmission medium may be a wire or cable or radio waves. In a precise form, we can say the definition for data communication. In a precise form, we can say data communication means the movement of data which is in the form of bits between two or more digital devices. That is, data communication in its precise form, or exact definition, we can say it is the movement of data in the form of bits between two or more digital devices. So that is a definition for two definitions for data communication. So we can say the data communication or sharing of information. So the essence of data communication or the aim of data communication is the sharing of information. So this sharing of information may be local or remote. That means what? The sharing of information may be local or remote. So you can share an information to a local node or a local receiver. Or sometimes you may communicate to a remote receiver or node also. Okay, so that is the essence of data communication. So this before that, what do you mean by data? What is the definition for data? So data refers to information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the parties creating and using data. So that is a definition for data. So I already discussed the two definitions. So first one is the definition for data communication. So definition for data communication is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of a transmission medium, such as a wire or cable. That is a overbriefed definition for data communication. So in a precise form, we can say data communication is the movement of data which is in the form of bits between two or more digital devices. So we know actually the computers in a network can be exchange the data in form of bits. This means ones and zeros. So we know 8 bits together constitute for a byte. That means in simply or in a precise form, data communication is the movement of bytes from one point to another point. So one may be the sender, and obviously the receiving point will be a receiver. That is concept of sender and receiver. So 2 points, that is sender as well as receiver. In another words, we can say the transfer or exchange of bytes or information between two nodes. NODES, nodes. Nodes is same as that of sender and receiver. I already explained it. So the exchange of information or bytes between two nodes, or we can say 2 points. So all are explanation for this 2 points or 2 digital device. First one, a sender or receiver. We can say in first method, we can say sender and the receiver. Sender is 1 point which is sending the data. Receiver is the point which receives the data. Or we can say in another form, the exchange of information between 2 nodes. So we can say the sending node, that means the sender, the receiving node, that is the receiver. So in networking, we can use all these language in data communication. That is sender and receiver, or send the 2 nodes like sending node and receiving node, or we can say 2 points, sending point as well as receiving point. So data, then in the second definition, that is data communication means the movement of a data which is in the form of bits between 2 or more digital device or 2 or more nodes. So basically, in order to occur this data communication, some physical medium from one computer to another computer is needed. So data communication, in order to exchange these bytes, there always needs a link between 2 nodes. So we can say for communication to occur, the communicating device must be a part of communication system made up of hardware and software. That means in order to exchange this information, that is bytes, in precise form we can say bytes, the communicating devices must be a part of communication system made up of hardware as well as software. So hardware means the physical equipment, that is referred to as the hardware, and software. Software means software is the programs. So in communication system, or we can say in data communication system, hardware as well as software together is responsible for communication. Okay. Now we will see the components. So this is the very basic idea for data communication system. So basically we can say a data communication system which comprises 5 elements. Data communication system which comprises 5 elements. So this is the proposed schematic for data communication system. See the different components. First one is message. I will explain. First one is message. Second one is sender. Third one is receiver. Fourth one is the transmission medium. Then the fifth one is the protocols. First one is message. Second one is sender. Then receiver. Then transmission medium. And finally protocols. So protocols referred as the rules. Certain rules will be there for effective communication. So two parties means the 2 nodes that are wish to exchange the information must agree certain rules. So based on certain rules only,